What's good, everybody? This your boy EJ the DJ, and I'm back with some more Atlanta Falcons news. And hey, man, reports have came out that Bill Belichick and Atlanta Falcons have scheduled a second interview for the head coaching position here in Atlanta. Now, with that being said, Ian Rappaport, he also said that Terry Fontenot and Rich McKay will be included in this interview with Bill Belichick and Arthur Blank. So I'm guessing the first interview was just between Arthur Blank and Bill Belichick one-on-one, just like he had a one-on-one interview with Jim Harbaugh yesterday. That had came out that they had a one-on-one conversation when nobody was there but them. And then I also want to read this tweet by Josina Anderson. She said, barring a snag in negotiations or future development, I'm expecting Bill Belichick to become the next head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. And she also said that, let me get to it, I'm sorry. She said, as mentioned, both sides have been talking about this through for a while. Thus, her previous report, she expects Bill Belichick to reunite with some members of his former staffs whenever he makes it official. Now, I think that is the major problem why Atlanta Falcons fans don't want Bill Belichick. I don't think it's Bill Belichick himself that they don't want. Well, some of them. But reading other people's tweets, and now I just thought about it, they don't want the coaches that he could probably bring in. And the coaches you got to think about is Josh McDaniels, Matt Patricia. It could be Brian Flores. It could be Steve Belichick. It could be Joe Brady. Joe Judge. I said Joe Brady. Joe Judge. I'm sorry. Joe Judge. I think that's why a lot of people are hesitant of bringing in Bill Belichick. But my thing is this here. And I'll shout out to 92.9 The Game because I listen to 92.9 The Game. They have great shows, and I be tuned into them because I like to hear other people's insights on how they feel about the team and what's going on with the team. And they brought us a good point. It was like, here in Atlanta for the past couple years, we have been trying to recreate other teams and like other teams' identities. Like Dan Quinn with the Seattle Seahawks. He tried to bring that culture here in Atlanta, but to be honest, like they said, that Kyle Shanahan offense was really propelled that 2016 Atlanta Falcons team. And then you got to think the Atlanta Hawks. We got Travis Schlenk. They tried to recreate the Golden State Warriors, and which they drafted Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, and Amari Spellman. Trae Young was quote-unquote supposed to be Steph Curry. Kevin Huerter was supposed to be Klay Thompson. Amari Spellman was supposed to be like Draymond Green. It didn't work. And so, with that being said, a lot of people are afraid that the Falcons are going to try to recreate the Patriots way. And I feel like you can't really recreate the Patriots way, and it's hard to duplicate other organizations and their culture. But the difference between this time is you're getting the guy who brought the culture in. You actually getting that guy who brought that culture to that team, who is that tree. We're not getting they will probably be coming along, but you're getting the tree who created that, right? And Bill Belichick. And so I feel like that's what the difference is this time around, is that they're actually going for that guy that created that. Also, like, a lot of people been worrying about what's Terry Fontenot. Where has he been? Has he been included in any of these? And we don't know how many of these interviews Terry Fontenot has been in, but I guess we know that he wasn't in the first interview with Belichick, and he wasn't in the interview with Harbaugh, because that was one-on-one as well. So Terry's going to be here at this one. And I think another problem that a lot of people are having is they don't want Bill Belichick to have as much control of the team as he had previously with the New England Patriots, because he was kind of like the GM. Now, because we love the way Terry cooked. Terry has been cooking. Terry has brought in great players like Jesse Bates, outstanding, one of the greatest safety seasons that I've seen from a Falcons safety. Okay, so bringing in Calais Campbell, drafting Bijan, drafting the players, Drake London, Kyle Pitts and stuff like that. Terry Fontenot has made some good moves, bringing in David Onyemata, just to mention Caden Ellis, just to mention a couple of those names. So a lot of people like what Terry Fontenot is doing, so they want to know, like, is Terry's job pretty much going to be the same, or are y'all just going to let Bill Belichick have control of the entire team? And I think that's what a lot of people's concern is as well. So that's going to be another thing to pay attention to, look forward to, if they bring in Bill Belichick, if they bring in Jim Harbaugh, because we don't know if Jim Harbaugh is going to want this exact same thing. Is he going to want control of the team? We don't know which direction they're going to go. But like I said, it seems like the Falcons are really narrowing down or who they really want. Because as soon as they interview Bill Belichick and Jim Harbaugh, they let Ryan Nielsen, they stopped blocking his interviews. They let him go interview, and Marquise Williams, they stopped blocking his interviews, and they let him go interview with other teams as well. So it seems like Arthur Blank is really guns on of getting Bill Belichick. That's what it's kind of looking like. Like, it's Bill Belichick or Jim Harbaugh, right? Also, the Falcons just announced that they have interviewed Eagles offensive coordinator Brian Johnson for their head coaching position. So that just happened. We don't know much about that. Just that they done interviewed him. So all we know is the big main story right now is that they got a second interview with Bill Belichick. And it's getting real interesting here in Atlanta. All right. Are y'all kind of getting yourselves together to hear that Bill Belichick is the head coach here in Atlanta? Because that's kind of what it's looking like, especially with Josina Anderson, what she said, the second interview, and McKay and Fontenot is going to be there this time. Hey, y'all, and then another thing too, like, a lot of people think that Bill Belichick, if we go the Bill Belichick route, that we may not draft a quarterback. We're probably gonna go the veteran route, whether that's Kirk Cousins, whether that's Russell Wilson, whether that's trading for somebody like Justin Fields. My only thing is, we better not trade for no Jimmy G. We better not trade for Jimmy G. Hey, listen, Jimmy G has never been available. We know Belichick loved Jimmy G. We know he might bring McDaniels, and he'd be but Jimmy G, that's probably where I'm gonna draw the straw. All right, I ain't gonna lie. We cannot bring in Jimmy G. All right, but hopefully they still go in the direction of drafting a quarterback, and also, we hoping that Terry still has his duties. And if we don't know, then this is the thing, we're just assuming that Bill's going to want all the control. Maybe he tries something different this time. Maybe he's willing to do something different this time. And that's what we don't know yet. So we just got to keep, I'm going to keep y'all posted on the news and what's going on with these Atlanta Falcons and the head coaching interviews and stuff like that. But maybe Bill Belichick wants to try a little something different. All right, maybe that's the case. Okay, we don't want him to change too much because he's one of the greatest NFL coaches of all time. But maybe he just tweak a little something. Maybe he's thought about things that he could have done and thought about it, and he's willing to give it a try. We don't know yet, people. We don't know yet. But this your boy EJ the DJ. We're on the road to 200 subscribers, so make sure you hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Share the videos. I'm out.